Sue Hudilson volunteer Jana Hone, 62, collects photos of service members killed in the Vietnam War for the Wall of Faces project. She needs 41 more photos out of 873 fallen veterans who enlisted in Alameda, Contra Costa, San Mateo, and Santa Clara County. Sue Hudilson, courtesy photo, Jana Hone has been on a mission for 7 years, collecting photos of members of the military who died in the Vietnam War. She's located almost 7,000 photos and needs help finding the remaining ones from the Bay Area, including 41 in Santa Clara, San Mateo, Contra Costa and Alameda counties. Hone is part of the Vietnam War Memorial Fund's Wall of Faces project, which aims to put a face to every name of the 58,318 fallen American soldiers. Volunteers like Hone are looking for fewer than 2,500 remaining photos so that they can all be displayed at a planned education center across the street from the Vietnam Veterans Memorial. Ad Choice Advertising and Red, invented by TED's Vietnam Veterans of America member and San Jose resident Jim Barker, 71, commended the project and the connection pictures bring. It really adds another dimension to just what is only maybe seen as a name, Barker said. It makes it much more real, and I think that's incredibly important for people to experience and people to be able to honor and acknowledge those who have made the highest sacrifice. A California native and Hawaii resident who spends over 40 hours a week collecting photos in between weddings, her floral business works. Hone has the photos of vets killed from 37 of the 58 counties in California. Out of the 5,575 fallen service members who enlisted in California, 273 photos are still needed. Though she didn't personally know any service members who lost their lives in Vietnam, Hone, 62, said she remembers as an 18-year-old how veterans were not treated well when they returned home. After a visit to the Vietnam Veterans Memorial 8 years ago, she tracked down a photo before knowing the Wall of Faces project existed. The fund's founder asked for her help finding the 42 fallen from Maui when she sent that photo. Once she found those, starting with phone books and high school yearbooks, she located photos from her hometown Hemet, Caliph. She continues to search with the internet and the help of local news readers. "It's really touched my heart," Hone said. "It means a great deal to me to make sure these young men are honored and that we have a picture of each one of them." When her volunteer work was first profiled by this news organization in February 2014, the project was missing 162 photos from Santa Clara County. Today, she is missing photos of 9 out of 311 Santa Clara County service members killed in Vietnam. Hone also needs 9 of the 153 from Contra Costa County, 16 of the 297 from Alameda County and 7 of the 112 from San Mateo County. If you have a photo of a family member or friend who died in the Vietnam War and wish to contribute it to the Wall of Faces project, email Jana Hone at neverforgotten2014@gmail.com. A quest for photos of those fallen in Vietnam. Alameda County, Charles Carpenter, 1938 to 1967. Oakland, Joseph Cloud Jr., 1945 to 1967. Pleasanton, Freddie J. Cox Jr., 1947 to 1968. Oakland, Abel J. Dela Paz, 1948 to 1969. Pleasanton, Joe A. Galvez, 1947 to 1968. Oakland, Walter L. Gibson, 1947 to 1967. Oakland, Fred C. Hendricks, 1950 to 1970. Hayward Ray E. Johnson, 1947 to 1966. Oakland, Thomas W. Keene, 1952 to 1971. Oakland, Allen W. Lewis, 1950 to 1968. Fremont, Theodore V. McGinnis, 1949 to 1968. Oakland, Venus D. Peyton Jr., 1943 to 1968. Oakland, Wilmer Potts, 1948 to 1968. Oakland, Louis J. Sandoval, 1947 to 1968. Oakland, Andrew J. Thomas, 1943 to 1968. Oakland, Gerald P. Williams, 1946 to 1968. Oakland, Contra Costa County, Ronald R. Baker, 1944 to 1969. Concord, Daniel G. Casey 1948–1969, Concord Robert S. Croak 1945–1968, Walnut Creek Wayne K. Lane 1947–1968, Walnut Creek Gerald L. Law 1949–1968, Pittsburgh Edward N. Leonard 1942–1966, Richmond Gerald G. McKinley 1948–1968, Concord Joe H. Morrison 1943–1970, Richmond Willard W. Riggs 1948–1968, Pittsburgh San Mateo County Wilson N. Flowers 1922–1967, East Palo Alto Jeffrey A. Harvey 1948–1969, Burlingame Glenn M. Morrison 1947–1968, Daly City Juan C. Quintana 1945–1969, Daly City John N. Rodriguez 1930–1966, Redwood City Donald L. Swanson 1943–1970, Millbrae Walter A. Wagner 1931–1967, Redwood City Santa Clara County Thomas G. Brocker 1949–1968, San Jose Juan L. Duenas 1945–1969, San Jose Daniel D. Keys 1937–1968, San Jose Rudy P. Chrisman 1938–1968, Santa Clara James N. Matthews 1942–1966, Milpitas Robert G. Miller 1948–1968, San Jose William S. Robertson III 1945–1967, San Jose Ronald G. Sol 1937–1966, Los Gatos Homer Rabazo 1940–1967, San Jose AD Quality Auto 360p 720p 1080p. You might also like get discounts at Singapore Marriott Tang Plaza Hotel, HSBC Bank. Former City Harvest Church leaders Serena Wee and John Straits Times Superhero Family brings on the familiar and fun in premium content. 11 car parks in Singapore you didn't know had free. Money Smart 1 o'clock. How Toshiba is shaping a connected world. Toshiba APAC 020. You can enjoy the sausage McMuffin with egg all day. McDonald's. Ask Amy, what happened in Vegas was spread through MercuryNews.com. Kimberly Guilfoyle debuts as Donald Trump Jr.'s MercuryNews.com. California boy, 10, allegedly starved, tortured for. MercuryNews.com recommended by